Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. Winter is almost over. We've gotten through most of the rough part, or at least I hope we have. It's weird because, you used to be able to predict the seasons. You'd always get a little bit of snow in January and February, never so much in November, December, even though really winter only began in December. But I've noticed these days we see more winter weather February into March. Now I realize winter actually ends March 20, 21, 22, somewhere in there. I don't know the exact date. I know the months when it ends, but in the last few years, you've always gotten a major freeze, an ice storm of some kind, a little bit of snow or whatever in March. And again, I know we've still got a week or so left to go on of this. Well, I guess technically it's not a week because it's a short month. But with today being like the 26th, a couple more days, and then boom, March starts. So winter's done in 3 weeks? We're almost through it. And while it's not been a horrible winter, it's been a weird winter. And again, now that we're all back to somewhat normal, now that we're all back out and about, now that we're pretending life is normal and that COVID didn't exist anymore, it's weird how the weather patterns have changed. And maybe because we took 2 years off from going anywhere and doing anything during the COVID era, I'm noticing it more. Maybe something more has changed, has shifted in the last year or so because of climate change. I'm not a climate change denier. I'm not smart enough to say yay or nay or to know what is right or what is wrong. All I know is that something has changed. I've lived in Nashville long enough to figure out the patterns of winter, the patterns of weather, heck, the patterns of summer. And there are no patterns anymore. You can have heat spikes into October, November that can sometimes be up to 80, 90 degrees. Just as easy as, I couldn't even tell you what the average temperature in Nashville is supposed to be in the winter months. I can just tell you we can go anywhere from a high of 65 or up to 70 1 week in the winter months and have highs of 20 or 30 a day later. When fronts come through, the storm fronts, the weather fronts, the low pressure systems, if you will, as my dad used to say when he did the TV weather, the high pressure systems, the low pressure systems, all coming a little bit hotter, a little bit stronger, a little bit quicker, and making that temperature rise rapidly, drastically fall. Either way. Depends on if it's a high pressure system or a low pressure system. And we're not alone. A friend of mine has his kid lives in Chicago, and his son was saying outside of when you're trying to run through downtown because the buildings don't get any sun, and because of that little wind tunnel you get, why they call it the Windy City, he goes, it's been kind of temperate there this year. It hasn't been a horrible winter. But yet Buffalo got hit with 2 of their worst storms in years. And I know it's where they sit in accordance to the Great Lakes and where they sit on the axis of the XY axis of the universe, but it's still kind of strange to think just how inconsistent it is. Cross my fingers, it'll be a mild start to March. The March comes in like a lamb and goes out like one too. You remember that old proverb? In like a lion, out like a lamb, in like a lamb, out like a lion. I always used to wonder if it was true. A whole lot I wonder if it's true anymore. How about you? Back next week with another Road Warrior. KevinMason.us, home to all the Road Warrior videos. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. Love it when you comment, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, all those kinds of things. We just appreciate you stopping by every week and just listening through. Listen to me ramble for 4 minutes and some odd seconds. We're back next week with another Road Warrior. Thanks so much.